Well, yeah, let's talk about that. I went to.
Are we live? We're live.
I have no idea.
Oh, we
We're
are.
live.
Yeah, we are live.
Oh my God, we're live. All right, welcome to Five
Way to do it.
Reasons to Drink. I'm not really drinking tonight because I got my daughter here, but I'm going to force others to drink. I'm Ethan Skolnick from Five on the Floor, Five Reasons Sports, and I guess what else am I from? Lots of other shit that I no longer do.
You're from NBA 2K.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah, I didn't know
Kylie
you were
Wang-
still going to games and stuff, Ethan. Damn.
Apparently so. Well, yeah, there's a long backstory with that. Kylie here in the middle. You can donate to her beer fund tonight. Please do. Although Alejandro never paid her.
I spent $12 on a 6-pack of Stella today. I need help.
Wow, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
I got a 24 of that here, but I'm just not drinking any of it tonight.
Wow, you could have sent it. You could have sent it.
I could have. Well, we also could have sent you the money from last week, but I don't know what Alejandro did with that.
It takes a while to get it. I don't know.
He sent it to Venezuela.
Where does it go exactly? I don't understand how that works.
It has to go to me. I'm the one.
We get it's the YouTube fund. So basically, we get paid every month for a number of views on YouTube, so I think it updates monthly. But he basically said last week you would get it right away. So I don't know what happened there. All right, what are you drinking? You said you're drinking Stella. Good. Okay, Alf, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking vodka and Sprite.
That same shit, man. We discussed that. Gives you a headache.
No, it's vodka and Sprite Zero. It's the crown that gives me a headache. I've explained this to you guys.
It just tastes terrible. That's all.
I am a veteran alcoholic. I know what to do.
No, that's true. That's a good point.
I've been drinking every day during the quarantine. I've had like 3 hangovers the entire time.
Yeah, you pretty much drank through this whole thing. By the way, our guy Alex Toledo right now is out. He's a Lyft driver, if you're not aware, and he's out right now at where is he now? He's Wynwood, and he was basically saying it's a mob scene.
Wynwood is open?
For real?
Yes.
That's
I don't know that I would want to go to Wynwood right. That sounds like a petri dish.
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
So that's basically where it's headed. All right, below him, Friedman still has hair. Now we got to decide something here. Freeman put something on a poll tonight that he was considering shaving his head, but you got fewer than 100 votes. I don't know if that's a quorum. It's not even the Senate. So I don't know. Are you They did say they want you to shave your head, basically, because they're as bored as you are. But do you want to actually do this tonight?
Let's see how it works out. I mean, I'm here. I have a beard trimmer that I'm going to work with if I need to. But let's see what happens.
I think if we get him drunk enough,
he'll do it. Don't move your hands, because when you move your hands with whatever it is you got going on behind you, I don't know. I feel like I'm tripping, which I can't really do tonight.
You know what that's
Matthew. Let's introduce our guy Matthew Perdomo. We're gonna explain something here though, because I always spell your name wrong. Could you please spell it for the people?
Perdomo, the last name?
No, the first name. Is it one T? Is it one C?
I have a hard time spelling Matthew. Matthehew.
It is?
Yeah.
That's not what you go by on your social media stuff. You go by MACH.
Oh, that's Machu.
Explain.
God bless you.
We don't put our real names on social media, do we?
I do.
do.
No, the people who create burner accounts to harass Alf and I don't. But everybody else does. Yes.
Everybody here has their real name on their account.
I used to never reveal my real name, and then I was on 790 the ticket with Ethan during the afternoon drive, and I told him over and over again, like, do not just call me Alf. Do not say my full name. And then, like, the second show, he's like, we're here with Alphonse Sidney. I'm like, and I remember, like, and he was like, I was like, dude, it's too late. You just said my name. Like, fuck it.
That was an order from above. You can't have, like, random Twitter dude on, like, the Heat's flagship.
You had Riz McGiz on there. Like, okay, you did call him Ryan Yousefi.
I called him Ryan Yousefi. You can't have random Twitter dude, Heat Twitter president on there. You got Tim Donovan trying to find out who the hell is this person who's saying that Goran Dragic can't speak English. I said he spoke broken English, and apparently that was fucked up. that didn't go over well, and so you needed to be identified. You can't be a burner account on
You
790.
racist against Slovenia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I know
There's
the
only-
Slovenian people are very passionate about Dragic, so you better watch the fuck out.
Right, there's only one Slovenian we don't recognize. Okay, the hooker in the White House. All right, so Matthew's underneath me. and what are you drinking tonight? Then
I got a tequila and OJ with me from my New Orleans cup.
Wait, what? You're drinking tequila with what?
OJ.
OJ.
Oh my god!
Never had that? Oh man, it's so good, man. Jeez.
Are you okay? You need
Oh,
me to
Yeah,
send you-
man. Honestly, I don't have that many. I don't have that much stuff. So all I had was tequila, and I was like,
Do
tequila.
you need
and
me to
what?
send you?
Yeah,
you need me to send you
stuff.
money?
Yeah,
I'll send
please. Anybody that's willing to send money, go ahead, man.
I'll cash
Yeah,
app you, bro.
Just take it away from Kylie.
Wait, no, don't take my money. You have a job. You have like a whole life. Okay, I'm unemployed. I'm a broke college student. All
I know.
right?
I just bought a house, and I'm demoing the whole thing, and that's costing so
You
much.
have enough money to buy a house. You're not poor.
Right.
Sit
Got a
down.
good point.
Kylie, your DMs are worth more than all the rest of us combined.
Literally, the
So you-
content that I bring to this table, like, come on.
Yeah, this is a good point for Mr. Luis. I'd rather drink tequila straight than drinking
Look,
those.
if you haven't tried it, then don't knock it. Try it one day and just be like, "Hey, man, like it's not that bad."
I think I have some Patron. I'm not gonna do it. I think I have
My
some
boy.
Patron, and this is OJ. So maybe I'll do this.
Oh, you see, look, I'm getting.
After-
I bought 3 things of pasta and 3 things of cheese at the grocery store the other day. Like, that's what I bought. That was my order.
When do you start holding a sign like on?
Honest,
like,
you're gonna see me on US1, like, broke. Please help. I go to the University of Miami. I have no money. They took it
I
all.
work for 5 Reasons Sports.
And don't pay me.
Just
They'll feel so bad.
Buy my t-shirts.
Alejandro is. Well, you need t-shirts. That's right. You need an
I'm
extra
gonna sell
t-shirt.
my t-shirts on the side of the road. Smoo came up with a really cute design. I just like don't feel like people would buy them. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm not.
It's the Wang Gang, right? That's what we're going.
Yeah,
with,
the ones with glasses. They're super cute. I just like
The Wang Gang. It doesn't cost Smoot anything to put these on the website.
Yeah,
I
you
realize this.
just think that people wouldn't buy them? That's the reason?
I would like to eat it.
Smoot, put it on the website. I want money.
Yeah, I would
There
like
you
to.
go.
It's my cut.
Yo,
It costs him nothing. Once he does his design, it's just basically.
Oh, wait. I have a great idea. I know how people will buy this. Here you go. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make underwear that says Wang Gang. And there you go. You know how many of the men
Only
would
boxer.
buy this?
Yeah,
well-
honestly, like I'm into it.
That's
this is Lazarus' friend, right?
I would be into
isn't
that.
this a creepiness we're trying to avoid?
Oh, no, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
but I guess it's like whatever. Like I don't.
Well, actually, underwear that says Wang on it.
I've come to.
That's a great idea.
I
How is
had
that a
this
bad
Al-
idea?
After coming
I
around
was
to it, I appreciate
born.
the joining us here. Yes, I think it's a good idea. I'm going to tell Smoot. I thought we might as well do it. I also told him just to print up the 5 Reasons to Drink shirts because I think people who've never even seen this thing and would never watch this thing would still buy that shirt.
Yeah, because
Everybody has
I think-
5 Reasons.
I think
to
the
drink.
name 5 Reasons to Drink is
1,005
awesome. I think anybody just wearing it is just like, yeah, I got 5 reasons to drink. Fuck it, who cares?
Exactly.
I like
Everyone
when
has
it
seen
has
the
5
show.
reasons to drink, and then the 5 reasons for like our names.
I don't want our names on it. I don't want our names on it. Just
No,
5
what you
Reasons
should-
to Drink.
know what we should-
Yeah.
You know what we should
It's-
do?
Yeah.
We should make several reasons to drink shirts, like 1 through 5 or 6. And you know how people have on their minivan their families?
Yeah.
So if you have like 3 kids, you have 3 reasons to drink, and then there's 3 kids. You get 4 reasons to drink. There's like a wife and 3 kids and shit. I think that's
I'm
$1
gonna
million
stay away-
idea.
stay away from
Adriana
that.
gives a thumbs up.
Yeah, I think it's a good
Right?
idea. Like what? But why not just
Can Adriana
put the
come on
shirts
the
out?
stream?
Yeah, I don't think you have to have watched the show to have a reason to drink, and just to have it on your
Right.
shirt, you would be like, yo, that's awesome.
But how do we deal with, before we get to what Friedman's drinking there, and we'll go around with everybody. So how do we deal with a temperamental genius? Because I feel like that's my daily interactions with Smoot. It's like I don't want to
Oh,
push
God.
I don't want to push him too far because it's like
I'll
Yeah,
ask him.
you ask him because
I'll
he's
say
the,
yes.
only he's the only person. You know the way it works, how he gets paid by me. It's basically at the end of the month, we go through, see how many shirts he sells, and he gets a cut of that. It's the simplest thing for him to do because as soon as he does it, he gets money. He'll do anything else. He'll print he'll produce designs for T-shirts and this, but the actual like processing it to send me the damn invoice won't do it. Won't do it. I don't know if he's counterculture. I don't know what it is. Hello, beautiful people.
Hi, Phil.
Good to see you, Phil. All right,
Phil,
what are you drinking?
Phil is an OG, man. We love Phil.
Phil Freeman, what are you drinking?
Crown.
Oh, Crown. Okay.
That shit looks empty though.
I mean,
No, it doesn't.
Oh no, you got a little bit. You got a little bit.
Yeah.
enough for tonight.
All right, so we got a topic before Freeman. Freeman does. Let's discuss before we get into general topics. Just the general who's been going out, who's been doing what.
Wait, but that was my topic.
So go.
Okay.
I followed through all that.
I went to a restaurant today. I did. I sat outside. I sat away from other people. I sat alone until I ran into this person that I used to see, and then I didn't. But it's fine. But it was nice.
Kylie, before you go on, can I ask you an inappropriate question?
No.
That's not a good idea. But
I guess it's maybe for later.
Hey, let Matthew ask it.
But I don't know if I want
I don't know what the question is.
It's just that I feel like every time you go anywhere, you run into somebody you used to see.
wow,
It's not my
Ethan.
fault that I used to be a slut, Ethan, and I would appreciate.
I'm not using that word. I'm saying seeing could mean a whole bunch of different things, but I feel like
Okay, well, I
every story goes the same
used to
direction.
hook up with this man. Like, we went to high school together, and I had a crush on him, and like he like didn't like me, I guess. And then like after high school, he was like, "I'm interested in you," and I was like, "High school Kylie is so ready for this. Like, let's fucking go." So we did. And then like he had a girlfriend for like a year and a half, and then he did it, and then I ran into him today. That's the story.
Okay.
It was like a
So
high school crush that I had to do it for high school Kylie. You know what I'm
Long
saying?
story short, Kylie got the Rona from her high
I
school.
don't have the Rona, you asshole.
From her high school crush.
Is the roach still alive? Is the question.
I don't know where it goes. It just disappears. Like I don't want to talk about the roach. I have a lot of traumatic. I've had like a lot of trauma over the last week. Okay.
I feel like it's metaphorical, Kylie. Like I feel like they're all roaches to you. Like this is this is an actual roach, right? This is not a.
It's like it lives in my bathroom. Like, it's not a man that just lives in my bathroom. I mean, I honestly like. I'm not going to be surprised if the roach is a guy. You know, like I'm not surprised if it's a male roach.
Ethan's accusing the roach. Ethan's accusing the roach of texting you. By the way, is what he's saying.
That's not. We're not going to talk about that on the show. Okay.
Oh, man.
I mean, we could. I mean, no.
I feel like we shouldn't because. Oh, I mean, I guess like we could, but like we should.
I mean, it's actually a pretty
I
serious,
found
scary
out who
thing.
it was that texted me. Like,
I don't know what the story is, so I'd be
People let people know. Somebody texted me some threatening things. I was like freaking out. I was like, this person is going to kill me. I talked to the police. It turns out like it's like someone who thinks that I slept with their boyfriend. It's a woman. She thinks that I slept with her boyfriend. I haven't slept with anyone. I've been in quarantine. I don't know who this person is. I don't know who they're talking about. That's the story.
I found that out, by the way. I'm the one who got to the bottom of it, by the way. Just
I
saying.
was like a little detective. He was like, I'll be
I
like,
was.
I met you on Tinder. What's your name?
Did you call her?
I texted the number and pretended to be a girl named Ashley from Tinder because I figured everybody's met an Ashley on Tinder. Like
The roach will soon be an old friend.
It's like a guy that I used to see. It was casual. It was a casual thing. He showed up in my bathroom a few times. It was kind of weird, but
We're off to a good start. All right. So anyway, the question.
This is terrible.
It's my fault. The topic that, and I haven't drank a thing tonight. All right. The topic. I'm high on life. The topic that you brought up, Kylie, was: is everybody still going out? Right, hanging out, doing whatever. I mean, I feel like
I
your
have another
generation is
story
the
as
problem.
well.
So go ahead.
So I did go out like a couple of days ago with my friend. And so we were social distancing. We were doing our measures, but we were walking around downtown Coral Gables, which is where we're both from, and we stopped by this restaurant that I used to work at. I used to work at Seasons 52. I was a waitress there. It's on Miracle Mile. It's a great restaurant. I love my manager. You should go there. They're open. Their dining room's open. Shout out Seasons. I just stopped by just to say hi. My own manager was in we walked by and my manager was in the door, and I love him. So I was like, hey, like, what's up? And he was like, do you want a table? And I was like, well, who's working? And he was like, he said my ex and my ex-boyfriend's sister. I was like, I don't, I'm going to pass, you know?
That's
why
good, though. Everybody's got together for quarantine.
I didn't. I went out today though. I did. I went to a restaurant. I sat outside. It was Yard House in Merrick Park. They were very lovely, and everybody had masks. There were disposable menus. You know, it was good.
Was it full, or did you have to wait or anything? Or
I'm sorry.
Like, did you have to wait, or like did they text you
they were
or something?
Capacity. I sat outside. It was hot as shit. I probably shouldn't have, but I sat outside. It was nice. It was hot, but it was good. Like, other people around me, they were like, 6 feet, and they said they were at 50%. I didn't see how crowded it was inside, but I think it was actually more crowded outside, despite how hot it was and the fact that it was kind of drizzling.
Well, that's going to be a big problem this summer, because I was actually having this conversation with somebody about my daughter, and the camps are starting to open up, and they're doing the social distancing thing, but the kids have to wear masks. And there's not a child or anybody else who's going to want to wear a mask when it's 95 degrees with 99% humidity. So, like, I feel like people, even who are wearing masks now, are going to stop when it gets hotter.
It's hard for us to laugh with people too, right? Because it fogs up the lens.
It fogs it up. Yeah, that happened with me today too. Yeah, so I don't think that. But I went to a restaurant, a little sushi place down the street from me, and they had the whole thing set up. The chairs are like more spread out than they used to be. There were like 4 tables operating at lunch. Very nice. They didn't rush us. And you know what I've noticed too is, like, it seems like they're nicer now in some of these restaurants.
People or waiters?
Well, people in general suck. But no, I mean just waiters.
Yes,
like,
I know.
it just seems like, you know, it's a lot of kind of like, thanks for coming, thanks for supporting us. It was a very nice experience. I felt, you know, it was nice.
Everyone's been humbled a little bit.
Well, not everyone, but enough people.
Most people.
Not
Karen.
Not Karen. David, if you need that tip, that's true. Well, that's true. I tip.
I want to bring up this comment by Kevin Heat NBA. He said, "Y'all need an additional girl. Kylie by herself is a what, Kevin?"
Kevin?
Kylie, that's a good topic. Let's fill in that sentence.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Alf can bring Ashley here. Can you bring Ashley, Alf?
I don't have the wig I use when
Where's
I was
Ashley?
Wait, you wore a wig while you texted?
I did, just because I wanted to get into the role. I'm like Daniel Day-Lewis when it comes to shit like that.
You know, I believe it because I know you work at like a hair place or something like that. So you could have wigs in your house.
I have all kinds of accessories.
You know who probably does have wigs?
Who's that?
Friedman.
Yeah, Friedman. You will after tonight.
Friedman gonna get it too. I would need to see Friedman in a 2K.
Okay, before we come back to the Kylie is what, because I really do, like, I want answers. But Friedman, why are you so worried about shaving your head? You don't have that much hair to begin with.
Hey, you know what? Don't make fun of Friedman, man. I'm balding too, and it sucks, man. So
thank you, Kevin Heat.
No, I don't want to. That's why I have a hat on.
The thing is this, like, I've said for years, I'm just gonna shave it. You know, I go to get a haircut now, and it's depressing, right? Because I get all faded up, and it's cool here, and then up here, I'm just depressing. So
you pay for a haircut.
But what happens is, I notice in pictures, I'm like, I need to just shave that shit. What did he say? I missed it. What did he say?
Why are you paying for haircuts at this point?
No. Okay, fair enough.
I want the sides to look good, man.
I've shaved my own head. I've given myself a fade like twice so far during.
You gave yourself a fade? Was it good?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, I used to cut my hair anyways. Yeah, it's a long story, but
that's interesting.
Well, this is easy to cut. I mean, fair enough, right? So I agree with you. Like, it's not. I'm not.
Did you cut? Freeman, did you cut your teeth too, or no? Those.
Oh man.
My dad's cutting his own hair. He looks like
I got a teeth file, and it took me about 3 or 4 years, and I just slowly grinded them into place.
It's good work. It's good work.
Man.
No, bring up Benjamin's comment. Bring up Benjamin's comment.
What was Benjamin's comment?
It's a really good one.
Please.
Not the hashtag.
Let's see it.
Alejandro.
There it is.
There you go.
Oh man, that's fucked.
Thank you,
Benjamin. That's messed up.
But I will say, like, a good barber can fix your shit. Like, if you got, I was wearing a hat, So you guys didn't see how bad my fucking hairline was last week. Like my barber makes it look like I have a hairline, and I don't. Like he's just fucking wizard. Like
LeBron James.
But yeah, no, I'm not that bad.
Yeah, but LeBron was painted his though. LeBron was painted.
This isn't painted. This is like actually my hair. But like Freeman's at the point where
no, it's not as bad as you like. It's bad, but it's not as bad as you think.
Steven, there's no barber in the world
already.
I mean, look, it looks like I get it. It looks terrible, but at the same time, like it's the hairline. It's not so much this, you know.
I wouldn't shave it. I'm telling you. Look, Riz just checked in here and he said he finally gave up. He had a Ginobili for a while and he shaved it. Riz looks fine with a bald head. You would not look good with a bald head.
You don't know till you try it.
It's a Jewish thing. It's not going to look good. It's just not. I'm just telling. That's why I won't do it.
I will say that I do. Okay, so here's an observation. I want to know if everyone agrees with me. Black men look better bald than white men.
Oh, there's no question. It's not even close. It's not even close.
I mean,
that's why I never understood why LeBron didn't come home.
If I was black, I never would allow any hair on my head. All black guys look better bald. I think all white guys look.
No, they don't look better bald.
If I was Spanish,
bald men are not.
If I had a darker skin complexion, I would be bald already.
How many white guys other than Kojak have ever looked good bald?
Mr. Clean.
Wait. Friedman, when did you start losing your hair?
Well, how old was I? I don't know. I want to say like mid-20s because I had thick hair to the point where when I used to get a haircut, I had them use the thinning shears. So I went from needing it to be thinner because it was too hot out to now I need all that hair surgically put back into my head.
I think. You could do.
I just don't want to have to put stuff in it like for the next 20 years to have it grow. You know, I don't want to do that.
Actually, Riz has a good point here. Riz has a good point. It's about the beard. That's true. If you're a bald white guy, you have to have a beard.
Because bald white guys with no beard just look like penises.
Okay, but also bald white guys with beards kind of look like they might kill you.
This is a good comment. Actually, the one black guy who did not look good bald, I agree with this. Dwayne looked like a peanut bald. He did not look good bald.
Did you see his new hair?
Well, his new hair. I can't speak for Dwayne anymore. I
haven't seen any new hair.
You haven't seen it?
Sam Cassell didn't look good bald, but I just don't. I don't think that.
Sam Cassell didn't look good. Period.
I don't think it was a head.
Yeah,
it was like a face.
But I know people that I go to school with who are college students who are balding or bald. Like they just bit the billet and they shaved it all off. And I kind of like I feel bad for them. I also like hate it like so much. Like it's mean. The way that I feel about them is mean. Like
well, my thing is I always had more hair than all my Jewish friends. But what started to happen now is once it gets past this level, then it just starts to puff out in various places. Like you said, Alf, like she just sliced it. She never cut my hair before, but somehow she knew how to just do it to get it right back to exactly the only point it's going to be for 3 days that I can handle it. And then it's going to start looking ridiculous again.
My dad has like a fuck ton of hair for like, he's in his late 50s. He's got like a good amount of hair. So I'm like hoping that like, you know, genes are in the family and like, you know, if I were to ever have children, I would want them to have hair. I feel like that's the worst thing that can happen to a man. Like there should be worse things, honestly, that can happen to you. But the worst thing is like if you go like premature balding, you know, like if you look like Jake Fromm, like it's not good.
The worst thing that can happen to a man is marriage. You're so
bald.
Bingo.
That's first.
Freeman's over there quiet because he got a good one.
My wife is right here. I mean, I disagree. What do you want me to say?
Well, there you go. What's that?
How do you reply in the comments? You're replying, or are you not? Are you not 5
I'm not
reasons?
replying. I'm not 5 reasons. No, I'm not. For the purposes of this show, I'm not 5 reasons. No, that's Manny.
Well, who's
that's
it?
Manny. That's Manny.
Where is he? Manny was here like a few minutes ago.
And now he's in the background producing the program. Kylie, that's how it
Oh, I
works.
thought Alejandro was producing.
Oh, I don't think
Kylie,
so.
I want to know because you didn't tell me this.
This was in the chat all day, like all
I
day.
was looking at the chat. I was worried I was going to be murdered. I had other things going on.
Kylie,
Stick your skin,
I'm
the only one here who has a life. Okay.
Manny's got a good point. Kylie, drink. Everybody drink. Everybody drink. Speaking of which, I'm going to bring the show down for a second. Do you see that story that came out today about that woman who drowned her son twice, basically?
Why are we talking about this on this show?
I don't, because it's a reason to drink, man.
No, it is not, Ethan.
That's not the kind of show I think that was envisioned.
It's a reason to drink. Okay.
It is. Oh my God, that's just okay. Next subject.
It's a reason to drink for a terrible reason. That's what I'm saying.
This is reason. It's a reason to drink and jump off a roof, dude.
That's what
the end of the show is what's going on. He's like, fuck this, we're bailing. Kamikaze.
Sorry.
I'm
out. Good Lord.
Good Lord, Ethan. Yeah. Friedman, go ahead with your topic.
I just feel like the world gets worse every day. Friedman, go.
Topic. I just wanted to talk about Paul Pierce and him being a crazy person.
Fuck Paul Pierce.
He's a clown, man.
Do we hate him? Do we hate him more than any? I've only had one real interaction with Paul Pierce, and it was during the Big Three era, and I actually created a little bit of a scene because we were up in Boston at TD Garden, and who's the coach at the time? Doc had written some notes, or one of his assistants had written some notes up on the grease board in the Celtics locker room, in their home locker room. And I always remember this because of the day that Dwayne and LeBron started following me on Twitter, because I was in that locker room, and the rule is if anything's on that grease board, it's fair game. Like, that's, if you put it there and the media sees it, like, until that point, Spoelstra used to put everything on the board too. They stopped it. Stan used to write everything on the board. So basically, they had something on their board. Doc had put something on his board.
Ethan, take your finger off the frame.
I'm sorry. Doc had put something on the board that basically said force LeBron and Dwayne to shoot because they'll miss, or something to that effect. So I tweeted it from the locker room, and Paul Pierce looks at me and goes, "Get the fuck out of our locker room." And I was like, "Okay." And I walked back and I see at that moment Dwayne and LeBron followed me on Twitter. This was like 2011 or something like that. And Dwayne was looking at me, just shaking his head up and down. I'm like, okay.
Worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Made all their jumpers that day. that was another guy. But Pierce to me was one of the biggest dicks that I dealt with, to be honest. And now I feel like he's become a total caricature of himself. Like, is he trying to be funny?
So that's what I wanted to ask you specifically was do you think he's being serious?
I mean, I think some of it is. I think that he was stung by the Draymond comments, they don't love you like that, or they don't love you like Kobe, or something like, when he wanted like a retirement tour, scored 0 points in his last game. I don't know.
That graphic is so good.
I feel like he has the ego that doesn't match how other people think of him, and he's realizing it for the first time.
Well, I mean, he was named one of ESPN's like 50th, 60th best player. I mean, it's not like he's pretty damn good, but it's just I
feel like people aren't questioning his basketball skills so much as they're questioning like his opinions on the way that he expresses himself.
Right. Well, his opinions are biased.
Well, now exactly. That's the thing. That his opinions are colored. His opinions are colored by his basketball career and like the people that embarrass him and that he lost to a lot. Like, and he goes like, you see like Kendrick Perkins and other guys and Jalen Rose and all these guys, they appreciate even the guys that beat the shit out of him on the court. Paul Pierce is just so fucking petty still. And that's the thing about him. It's like the pettiness just comes through. Like, to leave LeBron out of your top 5 after he dropped 50 on your head like 50 fucking times, like that just shows you were just like a petty little bitch. And like the talking about he had a better career than Dwayne Wade, like nobody thinks you had a better career than Dwayne Wade. Like nobody. Paul Pierce's mother doesn't think Paul Pierce had a better career than Dwayne Wade. And like he just keeps clowning himself over and over again. And I think a lot of people think he's doing it for notoriety and on purpose. I don't think so. I just think he's delusional and petty. And like for a guy with his body shape to be that good at basketball, he has to be a little bit delusional. Like he doesn't look like he's in great shape, but he was actually a really good basketball player. So he has to have a bigger ego than his actual talent. because
I agree with you. He was really good.
But
really good
Ralph,
at
isn't part of that a Boston thing? Like I feel like he's embodied the whole Boston personality that like Chris Joseph talks about all the time, like where they just have this incredible inflated opinion of everything of themselves up there, and then it kind of got validated by them winning all these championships with the fans there think they actually won, not the players. I mean, like I feel like that's what's happened, and like Pierce is.
I don't think it's Boston. I don't think Kevin Garnett doesn't hate on young guys or his contemporaries.
Kevin Garnett didn't come up through the Celtics. I mean, Pierce is a Celtic. Garnett is, to me, still more of a Wolf than he is a Celtic. I mean, he won with the Celtics, but he wasn't a Celtic coming up. He didn't win his MVP as a Celtic. I don't know. I mean, I view it more as Pierce is a Celtic.
Hey, notice the person that has no
picture. Nets afterwards. I mean, that's what he is.
The person with no picture on their avatar is saying Paul Pierce is more clutch than D-Wade.
Who are
that's
you?
actually
Expose yourself.
That's my boy, and he's just trying to fuck with me. That's why he's doing that.
Even better.
I know who that is. He's been on.
Ethan,
he's been on like an opinion before.
You know, you were asking who's the most player.
Is there any case to be made that LeBron is not a top 5 player in history? Does Pierce have a point at all?
No.
He's an idiot. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know people who like. I mean, you guys know. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you talk to someone who plays basketball professionally. What else do you talk to them about? Like, I feel like a lot of them don't have a lot else to talk about. Like, and this man is clearly like he can't even talk about basketball. Like,
well, it is interesting how ESPN has made some of the choices with people that they've put on the air.
Well, they put people who are controversial, right? Like they put people who have things to say that aren't normal.
Well, they gave Ryan Hollins a job. I mean,
God.
Remember that?
That guy's just loud wrong all the time. Like,
and Kendrick Perkins, we've talked about like that 2008 Celtics team. Like, it's like, was that one championship worth 10? Like, I'm not.
But I love Kendrick Perkins. I mean, that guy loves Miami more than I think I thought I did.
But Matt, where did that come from? I think we talked about this on the show like 2 weeks ago. Like, I don't know where the hell that came from. Like, what's the nickname for him, Alf? I'll let you say it.
Moose Pussy?
There you go.
Why'd you make Alf say it?
Because I'll say it.
That's his role. It's like that's it.
Okay, first of all, Kobe's not even top 10. Sorry, respect to the dead, but Kobe's not top 10.
Okay, can we discuss that and respect? I look. It's been a horrible year for the NBA. I mean, David Stern died on the first day of the year. Kobe died. Now Jerry Sloan has died. Okay, like I mean, literally, like. I mean, it's been a horrible year for the NBA, and
a horrible year for everyone.
And
we're gonna have
and the tributes for Kobe were amazing, but I do feel like it's gone so far the other direction now. Like people are now putting Kobe in the conversation with Jordan and LeBron as the greatest ever. Like I've seen that stuff, and I'm like, when did that happen?
I feel like I was seeing that even when Kobe was alive.
Yeah, I think I saw that too. To be honest,
that was only Lakers fans. Like that was only Lakers fans.
Yeah,
like, no respected basketball analysts. If most respected people will put Kobe anywhere from 8 to 15, right? Nobody's putting Kobe in the top 5. No one's putting him in the top 3. Damn sure. So like, that's just Laker fans that were doing before. But now, like what we've done with the whole like Michael Jordan Last Dance thing, because somebody's either dead or they're being deified on a documentary, we like romanticize everything about their career, and now Kobe's like jumped into the top 5 all of a sudden. It's like, stop. Like we used to think about things like efficiency and stuff like that. Like now all that shit's thrown out the window because Kobe died. Like,
right.
And
you're putting Kobe and MJ in the same category there.
This comment by your friend Cheese here, Alf.
But every clutch stat favors LeBron. Every single one.
That's what I was going to say.
And it's not even close either.
Kobe was one of the worst clutch players by percentage in stars in history. Just look at the numbers.
He's hit one playoff game winner in his career. Like, do people even realize that?
Dwayne's clutch numbers were better than Kobe's clutch numbers.
Carmelo.
LeBron's clutch numbers are better. Melo's clutch, and I'm not a Melo guy. Melo's clutch numbers were better.
Paul Pierce clutch numbers are better.
That's true too, except when he shit on himself in the wheelchair. That's true.
Yeah,
that was number 2.
Okay, this deification.
Fucking Caitlyn.
Well, this deification of Kobe has gone so far the other direction. I think let's center it. He was a facsimile of Jordan, but not better than Jordan or as good as Jordan at anything he did. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. And somebody said he was a better defender.
Jordan was a 10. Kobe was an 8.75. Like at all that stuff.
Kobe's a better defender than Wade? No, not true.
No,
not even.
Kobe
close.
I'm
not going to say not even close. I'm not going to say not close, but they at their peaks.
But which Wade are we talking about? Because Wade's defense.
No, let's just talk about peaks. Let's talk about the peaks.
Okay.
At their peaks, Dwayne was a better defender than Kobe was, but they were close. I'm not going to say that it wasn't close. Like Kobe was a damn good defender. But when Dwayne was at his peak from like 06 to 10, 11, he was the best. He was the best defending shooting guard in the league, and he kept missing all defensive teams because Kobe got it off of reputation.
Well, can we argue? I've always argued the Kobe Wade debate is closer than the Kobe Michael debate. Kobe as number
way
2
closer.
Is closer to Dwayne as number 3 than he is to Jordan at number 1.
Well, if you look if you're making an all-time list, Jordan is either 1 or 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kobe is barely in the top 10, or to me, he's like 14 or 15. And to me, Dwayne's like 19, 20, 21. So you look how close Dwayne Wade and Kobe are. Like we're talking about 14 spots compared to 5 or 6. Like Kobe, like you said, it's true. Kobe and Wade are way closer than Kobe and Jordan. Kobe and Jordan aren't even close. To me, there's only 2 guys in NBA history that are close to Jordan. It's LeBron James and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and that's it. Those are the only people in the conversation. After that, and maybe Magic, but Magic's not. I don't think Magic's on their level because LeBron can do everything that Magic does, but better.
Better. Magic didn't defend. I mean, that's
everything Magic does, LeBron does better. So it's hard for me. Magic to me is like number 4, but yes, you're right. When it comes to the top 3 shooting guards of all time, and anybody who puts Jerry West or Clyde Drexler or somebody over Wade, like get the fuck out of my face. Like you no longer have an argument, and I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Our guy Oscar's our guy Oscar. Oh, by the way, Millennial Marlon has a good point. Drink.
Guys, I feel like I'm kind of drunk right now, and I feel like you guys are
drunk.
Energy. Yeah, Alf is definitely drunk. Alf and I are always drunk. Alf and I are always drunk. You guys can match this energy.
This has turned into 5 on the floor. We should have Alex report from Wynwood where people are breathing on each other. What is okay? Let's switch this topic then, and I'm going to get to see what Matthew and Alpha. What is the point of if you're going out to hook up? Okay. Like you're going to Wynwood, you're going to South Beach, you're going to Las Olas, whatever. You're going to hook up. What? I mean, people are wearing masks trying to hook up? Like I don't even understand.
No one's wearing masks.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's wearing masks there.
I feel like first of all, yeah, I agree. But second of all, I feel like I don't really know anyone who goes out to hook. I know people who go out with they're like, I really hope I hook up. I am going to hook up, because I don't know, I feel like if you're a model, maybe you're like, I'm gonna hook up with someone tonight, but normal people aren't like, I'm gonna hook up, this is happening for me.
No, I think most guys go out with the intent saying, I'm getting laid tonight.
Do they really believe it? Do they really believe it?
I used to have
we honestly believe it. There are times we get dressed and we're like, hey, I fucking look amazing right now. And not one girl will talk to you.
Look in the mirror and be like, yes, bitch. But also
guys are into themselves too. Yeah.
Okay. I have a fucking topic. The confidence that ugly men have. It's true.
No, there are ugly women who are super confident in themselves too.
Yeah, but ugly men are weird about because they're aggressive, right? And they're like too aggressive, and it's like there's like a fear because it's like you're bigger, you're stronger, you're more physicality, right?
There's an over.
If I'm ugly and I'm 5'2", 110 pounds, like you're not scared of me, you know?
Kylie, there's an overcompensation when you're ugly as fuck. Like you have to overcompensate by that.
Somebody needs to tell them. Like I almost want to. Like I'm like sometimes I'm like I want to be mean to you.
Could you imagine?
You are hitting on me? Like fuck you, dude.
Could
like,
you imagine being?
You know this isn't gonna end well for you.
Kylie,
you're hitting on me.
Kylie, could you imagine?
How
being
dare you?
Kylie, could you imagine being ugly and shy? Like ugly and shy. Like you're afraid to talk to girls and you're ugly. Like you'll never get anywhere.
Fucking therapy.
Yeah, okay. Because that's how the world works.
That's not my job. That's not my problem. That's on you. Okay, go get a fucking therapist. Don't try to hit on me just because you're ugly and you think that this is gonna like validate you. Like I'm not interested.
You're wrong. You're
making me uncomfortable. You're making me like feel badly about the fact that I'm shooting you down because you are ugly.
You're
like
wrong.
I don't care if it's like I don't care if it's shallow. Like
but Kylie can't
part of
a
relationship.
Law of averages.
Where's my guy?
Law of average. Speaking of Kobe shot a lot. Right? And but he scored a ton of points. It's because he was a volume shooter. Exactly. Guys are volume shooters.
Sometimes you got to go for the half court shot, and it goes in.
But like, Kobe also
never know.
Right? Kobe was Mamba. Like, right? These guys aren't Mamba. Like,
these
guys are like, oh, I'm Joe Schmo, and I work at fucking.
That's correct.
I'm a blue collar worker, and like I'm gonna hit on this girl, and she's gonna love it, and she's gonna be.
Kylie, if you hit on 30 girls in one night, you only need one to work out. That's it.
That's not my problem. Like, it's annoying for me because then I feel like I'm in a situation where like I feel like the asshole, and like I'm not the asshole. And they feel like assholes. They do. That's really what my problem is
that guy is so used to rejection.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, that
like,
guy. I promise you, that guy did not lose any sleep over you. Like I don't mean to sound mean. I'm just saying, like that guy is going out there going, all right, this one. One of them are going down. Night, all right?
Like I feel like what's happened to me multiple times is that like a guy's come up to me, or me or my friend, or the two of us together, whatever it is. He's been like, you know, like trying to hit on us, and we have rejected him. And he stays there. Like he keeps talking.
Oh, because he's doing the pity thing. It's working.
Well, fuck that shit. It's not
you
working.
Feel bad.
Out of my life, dude. Like I don't
feel bad. It worked.
It doesn't work for me.
It did.
Okay, but it didn't work to the point. But it was like it's working. Eventually, there's some girl that's gonna feel so bad.
But that's messed up. Like that's wrong.
No, it's not. No way.
Put someone into that. Like that's wrong. That's what I'm talking about. Like don't fucking do that shit. It's creepy.
So you're gonna say when a girl hits on a guy, she doesn't try to take advantage in some sort of way, like at all.
Do you really want to have sex with someone who really like literally doesn't want you and like only said yes because you wouldn't leave them alone? Like that's kind of wrong.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
That's like a little way.
That's
not
fine. But Kylie, guys don't care in that circumstance.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
look, Alf, our guy.
I don't care about people's feelings, but that's not my fucking fault, you know.
Alf, you know my good friend down here in Lauderdale. I'm not going to mention his name. Shut up.
Yes.
Okay, he is a volume. Back in his day, before he had a girlfriend, he was the ultimate volume shooter. He used to call me Steve Kerr because he said I would just stand out on the 3-point line while he would draw the defense. Okay, so he'd bring 2, he'd bring 3, he'd bring 4 into the lane. I'd just be sitting there by the 3-point lane, 3-point line, just waiting to take a shot. You never heard him call me Steve Kerr? That was
no, I never have.
Yeah,
we used to have a saying. This is bad. In my 20s, we always said by the time we go home, we're either fucking or fighting. because these are 20-year-old men with a bunch of testosterone. So by the time we go home, we're either bringing a girl home or we're gonna punch somebody in the face, and that's how it went.
Hey, I was healthy,
and it was normally fighting. By the way, like fighting went out like 75% of the time.
He was Josh McRoberts of top.
I was not Josh McRoberts. I actually showed up every day. Okay, I was there every day. I was Steve Kerr. I played 82 games, but I just never ventured into the lane.
Hey,
I
man.
just stood out of the 3-point line.
You just gotta go for it, man. Like, when I was in high school, because Alf says he had a saying. We had a saying too. When in doubt, just whip it out. All right, and you don't know what happened.
No.
That is terrible.
No.
Nobody listen to Matthew.
No. Don't do it. Don't fucking dare.
Now we had
Kylie.
Wait. There's context too. If you're with a girl at a house or something, you know, or she's in the room, you just go for it, man. You see what happens.
No.
Ask for consent. Ask for consent.
I didn't say force it. Damn. I didn't say force it.
No.
Hey, so have you guys seen How I Met Your Mother?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you, man.
Meanwhile, David just drink, David.
Stop talking about this because consent is important, and you guys are whipping it out everywhere apparently, and I don't like it.
Hey, for the record, I don't do that.
All right, Freeman, you got 15 minutes left. Are we shaving your head?
We each have another saying I can tell you guys.
I'll be back. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna get to see it in the after party. I thought we could have made like.
You're gonna see it now with the
money.
Wait, what happened? I missed what he said.
Is that?
My HR department missed this one completely. Since my HR department is me. Freeman, are you doing this thing tonight? Like, it's the only reason I showed up.
If you want me to do it, man. I just wanted to make sure there's enough people here that it was worth it. That's all.
You can't hear people again?
I can't hear Freeman.
You can't hear me?
I'm gonna pop out and pop back in. Hold on.
I'm so proud of him that he untangled his headphone cord, because that is an issue every fucking week, and it drives my anxiety insane. Bro, you have really made an impact on the show tonight, Simone Bill Cosby. What do you have to say for yourself?
Thanks, man. I mean, that's what I'm here for. No, just kidding.
Yeah, what happened? What I missed? I know people were talking shit. I couldn't hear anything. What was going on?
No, Alpha's just talking shit about me.
No, I want to know. We were talking about my hair.
No, they called him the Samoan Bill Cosby because he's like women his pudding pop.
I'm not even Samoan.
How about we just talk about something appropriate, everyone?
Yeah, let's just switch the topic.
Anybody else about the topic? Let's drink and let's move on.
All right, drink, and Alf and Matthew can bring topics through the program before we check out.
Is Matthew allowed at this point?
Yeah, am I allowed? I don't know.
Yeah,
I got some edgy ones. Okay, look, so I got like a whole thing of topics in here.
I actually hate it here.
Let me pick a good one.
Like, I hate it here.
Wasn't he like a last minute thing? How did he prepare for this?
I mean, you've done more prep for this than I've done for anything in 5 reasons in 2 years.
I'm a prepared person. I said, Alf, give me 5 minutes, and I got my 5 minutes in. All right, let's talk about it.
All right, what do you got?
All right, man. What sport are you guys actually most excited to see? Like, is it football or basketball at this point?
Wait, how dare you only include football or basketball?
Oh, okay, my bad. Like, I didn't know.
You should
I'm excited to see hockey because hockey is going to be good even without fans because there are fights.
But
nobody goes to Panthers games anyway.
Yeah.
Fans, I feel like fans.
Hey, you should follow Dutch.
I do. Dutch and I are besties. How dare you?
No, I'm saying I'll make sure you get all the up-to-date hockey.
That's right.
Can we talk about
hockey, sir? Actually, Dutch and I are like Dutch and I.
So Kylie, are the Panthers? How many teams do they need to include to get the Panthers just 3 points out?
I like how a lot of problems happen for the Panthers. It's fine.
But I feel like no matter where I guess they're supposed to play the Islanders in the first round. The way that this thing works out,
I hate
teams.
Okay, but this is the last time we played the New York Islanders in the first round.
Trocheck was tripped.
My
Yeah.
life.
Trocheck was
It
tripped.
haunts
So
me to this day. Okay, so I have a vendetta against the New York Islanders because of the last time we played them in the first round. So I really like. Here's the thing: the Florida Panthers aren't going to win the Stanley Cup. They're not going to win it this year. Like, it's not going to happen. I'm not an idiot. No one is like, huh, the Florida Panthers contenders for Stanley Cup. No one believes that.
I just said that last night.
They're not good. But maybe next year, have some positivity.
But we've been saying that for 20 years. My whole theory on them is that the fact that not enough people care down here is the problem. Because when you go to other markets, they're on your ass every day. You play in Toronto, you play in Boston, you play in Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis. They're on your ass every day. Here, it doesn't matter. You could go through a 20-game scoreless streak, and you still go to Sawgrass Mills Mall.
Okay,
and
but
knows who the hell you are.
they used to. Okay, so I remember just a few years ago, not just a few years ago. And teams would come down and they would do their little road trip down the East Coast, and they would come to Florida, and they would do the Tampa Bay Lightning, and they would get fucking demolished because the Tampa Bay Lightning were really good. And then they would do the Florida Panthers, and they would get fucking demolished, And it was so nice. It was like a cute little thing that we had going on. It was the Florida Panthers were really good then, and the Tampa Bay Lightning, they've been kind of good for a while now, and it was this nice little road trip, and now I don't know.
What is she talking about?
How drunk are you? You're not remembering any of this.
No, I how dare you? I'm fucking stoked. I'm not that drunk. How dare you? This is just how
Say you're drunk.
Can I just say that Alf this whole time has been shaking his head
when they're drunk?
Because I'm not fucking drunk, Ethan. If I were actually you've seen me blackout drunk. You have seen me blackout drunk. I'm not blackout drunk.
Can we play this back tomorrow and you're gonna say, Ethan, you were right, I was drunk.
I'm not. We'll bring up this moment tomorrow. Do you want to bring up this moment tomorrow?
We're bringing it up exactly.
Okay, and you're gonna see if I remember it. Is that what's the deal?
We're gonna replay this, and you're gonna say, Ethan, you were right, I was drunk.
I mean, I'm tipsy. I'm not fucking.
Now we're tipsy. Okay.
I've been drinking since 2:30.
Well, if you get that beer buddy from this show, somebody give Kylie some money so she'll get more drunk.
Hey, I dozed off. Are we still talking about hockey?
Roman Law here. Our friend Roman Law's got a good. He's got a good question here. Is that bowl of topics really a bowl of all the names Kylie's dates? Asking for a friend.
Oh, that's terrible.
What's that?
The picture was up there.
Dang,
So that guy, I know he works for some airport thing. I've seen him talk about airports.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good dude, and he's very perceptive in this case. Matthew, was that your topic?
Oh wait, here's a good one. Himbo. Do you guys know what that means?
Himbo.
A male bimbo.
It's a guy bimbo.
Yeah. I love.
That's like me.
That's why you are fucking best friends, Alf.
All right,
it's so funny. Kylie has this label on her that me and Kylie have all these discussions that would put me in the same exact light that Kylie gets put in, but I'm a man, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Alf and I talk every day, bro. Alf is fucking weird, and I'm weird in the same way. It's just that the way that we are construed is so vastly different.
What I love about your friendship is that we all got to see how close you guys got, in a matter of weeks. But it was everybody got to see how good you guys became friends. So it's a real thing.
We just started talking. We were we're besties. We're tight.
Hey.
She understands my himbo-ish ways.
Mm-hmm.
So
as do I. Alf, do you have a topic?
I have a topic. I want to understand, and because I do it too, and I want to know.
Oh, I know.
Ghosting. Where does it come? Why do we do it? Where does it come from? You personally, why have you ghosted people in the past? Why have you been ghosted, or do you even know why you've been ghosted? Like, and also, do you even know what ghosting means, Ethan? Because you're older. I'm
I
sorry.
know what ghosting means. It's been done to me. Trust me.
My wife has been ghosting me for 3 weeks
Because she's smart.
But there's two different kinds of ghosting.
I can't explain it.
That's the thing. There's two different kinds of ghosting. There's ghosting by friends, male friends, etc., for various reasons, and usually. Okay, and then there's ghosting by women you're pursuing. Those are two completely
the opposite sex.
Oh, the opposite sex. I mean,
can I go with the friend version for me?
Yes, Freeman. Yes, let Freeman talk. He hasn't gotten to talk much. Freeman, go.
I have a voice. No. So the friend version is I mean, you have people that as the years go on, they have kids, and I get it, they have lives. But you talk to people, the next thing you know, it's like they don't answer you for a day or 2 or 3, and it's people that they're looking at their phone, and that's I mean, again, I do it with the friends because I don't have the girls that I'm dealing with, but. My friends are looking at their fucking phones, looking at sports and all that shit. And it's like, yo, you're too busy to say, like, what's up? It's just, I don't know. I guess it's not the same because I'm not worried about getting some ass, basically. But,
I feel like that's not, I mean, that's ghosting, but it's, I wouldn't use the term ghosting to describe that, right? Like, I would say it's more of like you drift or whatever. But I've had that happen.
I tell them they're ghosts,
I just cut those people off. I'm like, okay, if you're not willing to be a good enough friend, then like, I'm not willing to even put in any effort either, right?
I feel like ghosting is more the opposite sex. I don't know, because honestly, like if I have a friend who's not texting me, I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, like I'm probably that friend. Like I don't like my friends already know. Like I probably won't text you back. Ethan, text me.
You're the asshole that I'm talking about, basically.
Ethan texts me 24 times to one text back. Like it's a common thing with me. If he was a woman, I would text back immediately.
But that doesn't, right? Of course, but that doesn't bother me. You know when I realized the whole ghosting concept with guys is when I was looking back because I was thinking since my 10-year wedding anniversary was like 2 weeks ago, so I wasn't thinking about it in the context you guys might think I was. I was thinking about it like the people that were at my party, and how many of them would still be there. And I realized that all the ones that I mentored in the business, I would not be inviting again, with the exception of one. Like to me, I've been ghosted by people I've helped in the business once they got to a certain point. That's, to me, been ghosting for guys. Okay? It's like once they didn't need me anymore, then they were good. So I didn't realize that, like, about that. With women, I've only been really ghosted.
Ethan just made me so sad.
It's depressing. Well, you know some of the names.
I know who you're talking.
Well, it's not just one. It's a few of the names. But like it's because once you you're good, whatever. And it's like okay. And then some of those people have come back around to me recently, and I don't ghost, but I'm like, yeah, hey, what's up? Let's get together. But I never do. So that's kind of where I'm at with
Let's go.
You gotta tell them the only way you'll get involved with them is they got to come on here first. Test it out.
That's right. That's right. They got to test it out. But I've only been really ghosted once by a woman. And actually, Alpha's familiar with this because you know about who I'm talking about. This was at Rusty Pelican in late December. You know this story? I do need a drink. But I know. Because Sasha's here. You know this story. I was supposed to go to New York with someone 4 days later, and she never showed up to a dinner that she planned. And I was like, okay, that's it. So there you go. I was ghosted.
Ethan just made me more depressed.
In my life.
Everyone's been stood up, right? I mean,
no. This one was different. Alpha's familiar with this one.
This was bad. Like it was her idea.
It was her idea.
Yeah.
It was her idea. I left the TV studio early to be.
Right, have happened to me. Bro, I mean, I just tried to get back together with my ex-fucking boyfriend, and he literally does that to me like 24/7. Like he's
a piece of shit, though.
Like he's a piece of shit.
What was his response when? Let me stop. When you when you were being threatened over text, like when?
So to go back to this story, I was being threatened. I was like, hey, like I called. So the police were on. I called the police. They were on their way. I was going to give them my statement, and while I was waiting for the police to come to my apartment, I called them and I was like, hey, like this is a situation, and like I don't feel super comfortable, and I want someone to come here to either be with me or for me to like go somewhere else after this, because my apartment, where I live is not, it's not like the most secure place in the world, you know? I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great. So he said no because he had a headache.
Maybe it was migraine. Maybe it was migraine.
That's what women say when they don't want to have sex.
Talk anymore.
He had to wash his hair.
Kylie, I have another.
My hair's
question.
still wet.
I started this in an inappropriate way, so we'll close it this way, and everybody can drink.
Okay, no more inappropriate question.
No, this isn't too inappropriate. I'm just curious because as I follow your Twitter account, like I'm just thinking if it was me, like okay, so like these you sit there talking about your exes on there all the time. Are they following you on there? Like, do they
My
know?
No, I don't
like,
think so. No, I don't think so. If they are, like, fucking, that's a problem. The only person that I think follows me on Twitter that I used to have any sort of like intimate relationship with, I think there's maybe like one person, and like we're homies.
All right, well that's good. Freeman, are you cutting your hair?
Yo, I can say, I think what I'm gonna do is either look. We don't have enough time right now, so if people want me to do it, I need more motivation.
What do we have to do for you? I mean, does Matthew have to whip it out?
I don't really care what you guys think. Yes.
So wait, I had an opinion on this ghosting thing, and then I wanted to share.
Yes, go ahead.
My hair is ghosting.
From the men, and I wanted to give my perspective as a woman because I feel like I've done it before. I'm not necessarily proud of it. Like I didn't love the way that I acted or portrayed myself. I do feel like with women, like sometimes it's kind of like, okay, well, like if I reject him, maybe he's going to be super weird. Like maybe he's going to say something to me or do something. And like, I'm not going to like it. I mean, the fact is like, you look up statistics, women die literally like every minute from like domestic violence or whatever. So it kind of, sometimes you're like, okay, I just don't want to talk to you. Like you're exhibiting a lot of red flags. I don't want to continue this relationship. Sometimes I feel like we just do it out of like fear. And I feel like the kind of solution to this is like I feel like as women, like we just need to build our confidence, get used to rejection, and hit on guys more. Like it's up to us. Like he's cute, you're cute, fucking hit on him.
But how does that solve the ghosting issue?
Right.
Because eventually,
once you get more used to rejection, you worry less about it happening to you, and you're more vocal about what you want and what you expect from people, and you're more vocal about, you know, okay, and I have been ghosted a lot before. And honestly, to me, like, I think it's very cowardly. Like when a guy ghosts me, because what are you worried about? Like, what do you think I'm going to do to you? Like, I'm going to beat you up? Like, I'm 110 pounds. Like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, I've gotten so mad before because I had guys ghost me before. And then like months later, they're like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, are you fucking serious? You stupid asshole. Like, are you
I do that all the time. I do that all the time.
I get so mad.
I'm the fucking worst. I'm the worst.
I had a guy ghost me, and I, you know, we were having a good time, we were vibing, whatever, and then he ghosted me, and I paid for his last meal that we had.
Oh, yeah, you're a sucker.
And then like months later, he's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "What the fuck do you think you're on? Are you on drugs? Are you on fucking heroin right now? You stupid asshole! Like, how dare you? How
I've ghosted
you?
I've ghosted women, but like. let them like a picture on Instagram. I'm back in the DMs like quick. Like, yo, what up? Like, I'm lonely.
Oh, but
like,
that is Alf, that is the way to tell though. Like, because even the one the Rusty Pelicans stand up, I think she might have accidentally did it, but like about a month later, she liked a couple of photos on Instagram, and I was thinking, okay. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
So I think women do that on purpose though, also, because they kind of want to.
But you know what it is.
The water there a little bit.
Kylie, Kylie, let me tell you what happens with ghosting when it comes to a guy. And I'm going to be completely honest. I'm giving away guy secrets right now. So
don't do it.
Everyone, tell your girlfriends to log off. So
Adriana, close your ears.
There's
like
no
there's
girlfriends watching this.
So like there's any women watching anyway. What happens is you're talking to a girl and everything is good, but you're probably talking to like 4 girls at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the options presents itself as like the peak option, like the alpha option.
Yep.
And then like we only have enough. We only have enough patience for like 3 good morning texts. So the 4th one just starts to drop off little by little. So
I would like to.
Alf is actually spilling the beans right
Okay.
now.
So you get ghosted.
Here's my problem. Here's my issue with this. You think that women who are beautiful are done talking to you?
Yes, we understand that. I'm just telling you, for a guy, I think women have more. They can juggle more things at the same time. I think like guys have 3 or 4 limit. Like if you get ghosted, you're probably 4th or 5th on the list, and you just got weaned off.
I don't believe it. Like I don't believe it. Like I don't honestly believe that this man could do better than me. Like I don't.
It might be even better. It might be
not about better.
Kylie, this goes back to the whole thing. Shoot your shot. So we're constantly
I literally I was in like something. We were having some sort of relationship, right? Like maybe it wasn't a serious one, but we were doing something. I literally I bought his food.
Okay, but the other 3 girls,
how dare he?
The other 3 girls were doing things probably that you weren't, and I'm not trying to get nasty with it. You know
No, Alf.
Like the other 3 girls were performing different things.
They probably doing like he was closer to closing the deal with them than with you. You know, so
you bought a meal, they bought him. You bought a meal, they bought him an Xbox.
You know what? Like I'm nobody's second choice. Like okay. So here's my problem. So I just wish that you would. I honestly would rather you tell me to like fuck right off than just ghost.
No, you never burn a bridge.
You don't like me. You've got another girl. Whatever the fuck is going on? It's literally. I've heard it all. I've literally heard it all.
You're letting your feelings get into this. It's not about feelings. When
you're like in some sort of like intimate relationship, like it has feelings involved, right? And it's not even about like feelings. It's more about like the fact that like it's rude.
Your expectations are for people to do what you would do, and that's not reality. And
I have expectations for you to be a decent person.
No, she goes people all the time. Kylie, do you ghost
more than men do?
I don't ghost people all the time. I ghost guys when it's fucking weird.
Oh look,
this is
actually a good point.
5 minutes. No, I've been trying to get this point in for the last 5 minutes while the 2 of you best friends go back and forth here. That's the issue here, Kylie. You bought him dinner. To me, like guys are always.
And he waited to the end of the meal to tell me. What was I gonna do?
Kylie.
Not buy him dinner.
Guys are always. No, I'm not lying, Ben. I'm lying on my couch. Kylie, lying back. Kylie, guys are always gonna go for the more challenging option.
Yep.
No, that's
not
the
true. Least challenging. Yes, most of the time they are absolutely.
No, that's only you. You're a weirdo. I believe that.
I don't think that I gave it okay. So it's a long story. I don't want to talk about it. Like it's a whole thing. I honestly it makes me a little upset thinking about it because it bothered me that like. So he had kind of like done something similar to me before. And then, he found out that we were in the same place. We were both, this is way before quarantine. We were both out. We were both in Wynwood. And he found out that I was in Wynwood as well as he. And he was like, hey, like, come see me. After he had ghosted me. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm with my friends. I have no interest in you if you've done this. If you want to see me, by all means, like, I'm not stopping you from coming to where I am. And he showed up. And then he like wanted to hang out and he was like, let's go home. And I was like, I'm not leaving. I'm with my friends. And we stayed out until my friends wanted to leave. And then we ended up going to this like place. It was, it was late. It was probably like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. We went to like a Denny's or an IHOP or some shit. And like, and like,
I was saying he was hungry for sure.
He didn't make this obvious to me that he didn't have his credit card until the end after we'd eaten our meal, and I was kind of like he didn't say anything. Like when we all went up to pay, and he just hung back. Like he wasn't like, I don't have my credit card. Can you pay for my meal? I'll Venmo you. He didn't say anything like that. Like he just didn't participate in the paying.
This guy's a hero, man.
To me all the time, man.
And then
he
ghosted me the next day, and then months later was hitting me up like, hey, how are you? And I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, you're not even gonna apologize? And he was like, I don't know what I have to apologize for. Shut the fuck up, you dumb fucking.
See me, I'm smart. I'll I'll apologize. And
Like,
do
at
it
least
again.
don't be an idiot.
Reopen
Yeah,
the door.
It's not my fault you're a fucking idiot.
I'll apologize. Say I'm sorry. I was going through it at the time.
Yep.
My dog died.
Yo.
Thanks.
Yeah.
My truck broke down.
Yeah.
What? Almost
You know how
like
many car accidents I've been in?
stupid about it. I was like, you're an idiot. Why would you think you're a fucking
I've
idiot?
never had a dog, but they've all died.
I lost my job. Couldn't pay my phone bill. It's not my fault. Like I wanted to text you so bad. Like I wanted to talk to you.
I've been in a car accident, but I couldn't text you. Like my hands.
I've done the car accident one. I swear.
Yeah. I tell you, bro.
Y'all.
It's a
Fuck y'all,
real
honestly.
thing.
Like, y'all are shitheads.
You want to know the problem?
Bad
Kai?
juju, man.
You want to know the real problem, Kai? Is that it works. And until
It
it
does.
stops
Well, it's not
working,
working on me because I'm not an
until it stops
idiot.
working, it's gonna keep happening.
So
don't
why
think-
do you insult my intelligence by
Yeah.
thinking that I would thinking that I would believe that?
Well, what I want to know is why you even reply back. That's my
Thank
my
you.
question. Like,
That's what I was
But
saying.
I didn't, right? Like I did, like this man tried to hit me up, and I was like, "Are you serious?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Do you not think that you have something to apologize for?" And he said, "No." And I was like, "All right, well, I'm done."
you can reply back. That's the problem.
You know what the best
But
thing?
it's my fault. Like this isn't my fault. Like don't make this my fault. Don't
It's
make
not.
this
No. It's not your fault. It's
No.
no way your fault. I'm just saying, like, don't entertain it. Like, like, just be like,
No, the best is as soon as they even reply, and even if they're mad,
yeah.
like you got them. You got them. As soon as they reply, you got their ass. Like it's done. It's a wrap. Like fuck you, blah 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 blah. Oh, I'm not blocked. Anyway, yo, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's a dick thing. We're not saying the guy is a good guy. We're just saying, like, we know.
no,
what
he's terrible.
But Alf,
we've done it.
Alf, if you would get rid of your fucking Android and get an iPhone, you would know if you were blocked or not. That's the fucking problem.
Well, listen, I don't want to know these things. First of all, like you were telling, like we were doing 5 on the 4 the other day, and Ethan's complaining that I don't have an iPhone and that he doesn't know when I've seen his texts or that if I'm replying or blah blah. I'm like, good motherfucker. I don't want you to see this. Like this is the reason I will never get an iPhone. Like I don't want you to know when I've seen your text. Like I don't want you to think that Alf read my text and he's huh?
I'm insulted.
I have to have your read receipts on.
Well,
I don't even know how all that works.
No, but even if you don't have read receipts on, at least with an iPhone, if it turns from blue to green, you know you're blocked. You're fucked.
Listen, I know when I'm blocked. I know when a woman blocked
me recently, and I understood right away.
I know when I'm blocked. I know I have like 3 or 4 different people that I'm blocked by, and I know why. Like it doesn't take the color of a bubble to make me realize what happened.
I've never heard.
I already know what's up.
What I love is when a woman blocks you for like half a day and then 3 days later is texting you relentlessly again. See, I'm telling you, Kylie, the ghosting thing is more about women to men than men to women. It's not even close.
It's both ways.
I mean, I seriously don't know. I don't think that you do either because you're not a woman and I'm not a man. Like, I don't think that we can say, unless there's like an actual survey done.
Yes.
Yeah, Oscar's got a good point.
That's a move. That's a move.
I want people to know I saw their text and didn't respond. That's the reason I
It's not
turn
like
on
a fucking
read receipts
ex-boyfriend.
sometimes.
He's actually a fucking sociopath. So check yourself, Oscarito.
No,
Oscar's
it's the thing that works.
Yeah,
My ex-boyfriend told me that
Oscar's
he
right.
doesn't say, like, he doesn't wish his nephews like a happy birthday on their birthdays because he doesn't want them to miss him because he thinks it's like a negative emotion.
That has nothing to do with.
Yeah, that's a psychopath.
He's crazy. Like he's
No. No, your ex-boyfriend probably drinks water, and we drink water.
Exactly about me.
Did we post the roach infestation joke?
Different.
Post it up.
But
Did you guys drink one more time before I get out of here because we're already in the post game?
Yeah, and I need to
Seamless
fucking use the restroom.
Drake, use the restroom. I'm gonna let you guys carry it from here. I gotta check my dog.
I'll be right back.
All right. Wait, are we gonna do are we gonna do an after party?
This is an after party. It's already 10:15.
This is not an after party, Ethan. You're sounding your age right now.
No,
I don't know.
The after party actually gets worse.
Oh, it gets worse. All right. Well, I'll let you guys.
I love when I was talking about ghosting. Somebody, Corn Peen said this is intellectual property theft. Stop telling the secrets.
It
Anyway,
worked, man. You for real started giving away. I thought you were gonna give like fake stuff, and I was like, "Whoa, this is some real stuff right here."
nah,
Yeah, I
it's legit, man. Like you just fall off the fucking list.
I
then you
I gotta go ghost someone right now, so I'm out.
Later,
I'll
man.
see you.
All right.
Like,
All right,
Y'all
everybody,
are
we're
fooling
gonna
me here on ghosting. I don't know. I mean, I know what it is, but I haven't been
you've been
ghosted.
married you've been
We have,
married
we have to find out what David's moves were back then.
honestly,
I played baseball. That was about it.
That's it.
he got it. He
I
got a
didn't have any
baddie. So
moves. I played baseball. Yeah.
So the secret is we gotta play sports.
That's how I did it. I don't know.
Freeman
I
got
got
a
a
good one. So he
What
did
is
something
that?
right. Alpha's a double agent. Anyway, all right, we're gonna go to the after party now, and that's always gonna be done
Isn't-
non-streaming live because we're gonna do it on Zoom. I don't want to do the after party live
You can't do
anymore
that shit here because it will get too crazy.
because I get so fucking drunk and then I start cursing out people.
Start talking the truth.
Yeah, I start speaking the truth about Trump, and then I get in trouble. All right, so we're gonna go to the Zoom after party. Anybody wants to be on the Zoom after party, hit me up on Twitter, hit Freeman up on Twitter, hit Kylie, Simba of Sports, any of us.
I
Hit
did
us
some
up.
DMs. I will accept the DMs. I accept the people's Twitter DMs now, but please.
Extend Kylie a DM. Do not send your penis along with it. Do not whip it out.
Nope.
No dick.
Unless it's really nice.
Nope. Nope.
Please.
It's all about taking prints. It's not about whipping it out anymore.
Unless it's
Not the
no, not even if you think it's nice. All right, guys. We'll see you later, Samoan Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
That was the best line of the fucking night.
I
by
might
the
have
way.
to change my Twitter head.
Quarantine. Stop.
Quarantine has been out of pocket the whole fucking night. By the
I
way,
thought it was my friend. Like I literally did. I kind of still suspect it might be. He said it wasn't, but I suspect it's him. It might not be, but it might be. And
He's
Johnny,
been on.
we're gonna have to talk.
All right, you guys. Hey, Manny, we're done. Sign this thing off. We're out. I'm gonna hit you guys with the Zoom link in the chat.
We can leave if anything.
Oh, we'll just leave it empty and like Manny.
Send the Zoom chat in the group chat. Zoom.
I will. All right.